Hi, everybody, and welcome to our English acquiring and topic discussing in English YouTube channel. Yes, we will continue talking about or trying to practice our speaking English in problems and solutions topic. Yes, we will go on talking about it. But of course, by the way, we should never ignore, we should never neglect the other skills of acquiring, learning English. Yes, which are uh, writing, reading. Reading or writing, which one is the best order? I think writing, because reading came into existence in the history after writing. Yes. Writing was discovered, and according to the historians, as you know, history began with the invention of writing. So people started reading something after the invention of writing. Of course, before writing and reading, there had been listening and speaking. Yes, there had already been listening, speaking. Yeah, for now, I think the priority belongs to speaking, speaking and listening, and speaking and listening and writing and reading. Yeah, this is a really excellent sequence. Okay, chain. Okay. Now, as I said, we will also uh, focus on the other skills of English learning, of course, with the help of ChatGPT. Okay, let's start with the first slide of our presentation, which is this. Yes. Where is it? Let me start it. Okay. Yes, I think it's okay now. Okay, yes. We have been talking about problems and solutions since the previous video. Okay. Writing, of course, writing, reading, and speaking will be our topic in this video. Okay, dialogue one. In general, individuals are not controlled. Issues are controlled in problem solving, of course. Individuals should be able to control themselves. Each individual has this ability of controlling themselves. Okay. Why does the law exist then? Why there is law to control the people? So the law exists so that it regulate, it calibrate the lower and the lowest level of society. But the higher and highest level of society already regulate, calibrate themselves. Even they fine-tune themselves. They become experts of, for example, they become academicians of, they become professors of, they become experts of ethics, experts of art, experts of science. Yes, okay. Isn't it better to be controlled by ourselves, sorry. Isn't it better ourselves? Yes, ourselves. Let me separate it from there. Our, no, not like this. Our selves. Yeah, okay. Just like, just like to say, isn't it better to be controlled by our mind, by our heart, by our soul, by ourselves. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not on our own. Here, the meaning is not by ourselves in plural, but ourselves, self of mind, self of you, self of them, etc., etc. By ethics, yes, of course, this is preferable. This is acceptable. It is, of course, better, or it is the best to be controlled by ourselves, by our souls. Okay. Yes, as I said, is history. When did history begin? When did history begin? History began with writing. According to historians, history began with writing. So, before writing was invented, there were listening and speaking, but there was no reading. Reading emerged, came into existence after the invention of writing. Thus, information is stored by means of writing or through writing. Okay. Yes, these are really important. Listening, speaking. Yes. If we listen, we can speak. If we listen to useful materials, or if we listen to useful videos, for example, we can speak better. If we read useful books, we can write something better. Okay, without reading, we cannot, of course, it is impossible to write something. Without listening, it is almost impossible to speak, to write, yes. So listening and reading are inputs, speaking and writing are outputs. Okay. Writing and reading are two successive uh, achievements, accomplishments of humanity. The skills of listening, understanding, thinking, and speaking already existed before the skills of writing and reading. Okay, what did Albert Einstein say? Albert Einstein said this: it's not that I am so smart. Yes, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Yes, that's why I am smart, because I stay with problems longer than you, than a normal person. Yes, this is the original text written by me, of course, after listening and reading some materials on this topic. Okay. And then I asked ChatGPT to summarize this text, this reading text, reading passage. Okay. Hard times. As hard times are like either an uphill or a downhill. Yeah, uphill, it is clear that uphill is already a hard moment, but sometimes a downhill may become a hard, difficult moment for us, may be a challenge for us. Okay, just like an uphill, but it is very clear that all uphills are challenges for us. Okay, let me start from the beginning. As hard times are like either an uphill or a downhill, to enjoy to value the straight road, we are supposed to behave accordingly, according to the situation. We are born to be able to solve problems. This is our nature. We are born to be able to solve problems, as we are not minerals, not plants, or not animals, but humans. We cannot think of life without problems. Our ability to rise above a difficulty should be improved as well. It shouldn't remain natural. It's our nature. It's our nature. There have always been challenges around us to test us. Which one is normal and natural? Trying to be a problem solver or a problem avoider? Of course, the way is trying to be a problem solver. Being a problem avoider is not the way. It's also true that problems make us feel worried and unhappy. Yes, this is also a fact. Okay. As artificiality does not contain any sign of life, and life is all about sincerity, difficulties are never wanted. This is also another fact. However, when we are faced them, or when we face them, it is also possible, yes. When we are faced by them, yeah, okay, or by the life, when we are faced them by the flow of the life, okay, or when we face them, both active and passive are possible. When we are faced them, we ought to consider them as opportunities. That's why we are supposed to have not a problem-oriented perspective, but a solution-oriented perspective each. So how do you think the worst times may be the best times and vice versa? Of course, by means of problem management. Yes, there is a saying, an expression, everybody knows this. Crisis management is also vital in our lives. Yes. We should be able to manage our difficulties. We should be able to channelize them towards positivity. This is the last paragraph, okay? It's a fact that problems are opportunities to improve our life, to beautify our life, to develop our life. But it's another fact that we must always avoid causing problems. It's not a matter of giving up solving a problem. On the contrary, it's a matter of taking the bull by the horns by advancing towards the problem. As problem solving requires a process, naturally, the solution comes at the end of the process. In brief, apparently, how we respond to a problematic moment or a happy moment is what is important, or is what matters, or is what counts, period, or full stop. Okay. Now, I asked ChatGPT this question. ChatGPT, will you please summarize this text in 90 words? Yes, hard times summary by ChatGPT. Hard times, whether uphill or downhill, should be embraced as part of life's journey. Humans are born problem solvers, and challenges are inherent in our existence. Existence is also possible. It's natural to prefer problem solving over avoidance. While problems may cause worry, they also present opportunities for growth, for development. Viewing difficulties as chances to improve is essential. Problems are not to be caused, but tackled head-on. The process of problem solving matters more than the solution's timing. Ultimately, our responses to both challenging and joyful moments determine, make up our outlook on life. Embracing difficulties as opportunities leads to personal growth and a positive perspective on life's ups and downs. Yes, really nice summary. Now, dialogue 2, they say that having difficulties in doing something may weaken, may undermine our insistence and determination. How can those difficulties also make us mature, both mentally and emotionally and spiritually, of course? Yes. So they can make us mature both mentally and emotionally by shaping, by shaping our character, by chiseling. This is also beautiful, a very artistic way of saying, giving the same message, by chiseling our character. I really advise you to look it up in the dictionary, both as a noun and verb. Chisel, okay. Chiseling a hard thing into a good shape. Okay. Yes, you can try making sentences with those clues. For example, those difficulties test our determination initially at the beginning, but at the end, we become more resilient. We develop a sense of inner strength by means of those challenges, those difficulties. Of course, we should appreciate the good times. Okay, the image says the past is your lesson. We should take lesson from the past or out of the past. The present is your gift. Okay. The future is your motivation. Okay. To improve our life, it's a good way to take lessons from our past. What can we do about the present and future? Of course, we can try to do our best at present, and we can plan, we can imagine, or we can plan the future by imagining the possibilities. What does the clue said? Let me read it. We should concentrate. We should concentrate on the present mostly. We should be realistic about the planning the future. Yes. Do we dream or remember the future? We dream the future, but we remember the past. And we live, we experience the present. For now, for example, as for now, I am really experiencing, enjoying the moment, the present. I am trying to shed light. I am trying to help those who want to learn English. Yes, this is at the moment, this is a present activity. Okay, a Turkish poet, Cahit Zarifoğlu, said, the clouds did not depart, did not leave. They are there. They are still there. Okay. Is the blue sky out there? Really a sentimental, emotional saying. Okay. 2 lines from his poem. Now, mobbing, a really complex problem, but it is really unethical interaction. Okay, negative interaction. It is not scientific, it is not artistic. Yes, it has no beauty in it. It is unethical. Mobbing means unprincipled. Unprincipled. Mobbing means mistreating, treating badly. Okay. Mobbing means mistreating and being mistreated. Does mobbing corrupt the individual mobbing or the individual being mobbed? Of course, first and foremost, in the first place, mobbing corrupts the individual mobbing. Who mobs? The individual who mobs. Of course, the mobbed person feel pain, but it can change, he or she can change it into a positive situation. What is mobbing rooted in? Or what causes mobbing? Yes, because it is really complex, but we see that those who mobs, okay, they perceive the target as a threat in their imagination, okay? They perceive the target as a threat to their status, to their power or security. Deflect, deviate from original. As a result, they deviate from, they leave, they depart from the original, natural, right path. And they start blaming blaming other people. Then some others fear become, yes, and of course some people being mobbed, some mobbed people also fear to become a target themselves. Okay, so they don't try to do something positive to solve that problem because of becoming a target by themselves. It is really complex. An individual who is really on the ball, attentive, aware, conscious, can take preventive measures to stop mobbing, while some people are manipulating some other people into doing and having something, who does something for the betterment of society. In fact, potentially every individual wants to do and to have something, yes, for the betterment, for the development of society. But especially there are volunteers, try to do something for the betterment of society. Non-profit and charitable organizations do this, and philanthropists, philanthropists also try to do something for making the society better and better. Okay, now there is also another complex problem, bullying, just like mobbing. Okay, the problem of bullying as a complex challenge escalates at schools from time to time. What can be done to prevent bullying? Of course, lots of things can be done. It is the time to do something, again, scientifically, artistically, ethically, and religiously. Okay, for example, we can raise awareness about it. We can promote a positive school culture. We can involve, or the authorities can involve, parents. Counseling services are needed, yes, and support services. We need support services. And of course, we have to use technology wisely, yes, wisely, scientifically, logically. Okay, another line from the poet, again from a Turkish poet Sezai Karakoç, a line from his poem. Yes, the bird with a broken wing wants caring. So, without exception, every single individual wants to be helpful to a bird with a broken wing, because it needs affection, compassion, love. Okay. A bird with a broken wing wants caring, wants to be cared. Yeah. Wants caring, requires caring, needs to be cared by us, by every single of us. 7a, a bully usually tries to frighten, to terrorize and threaten a successful and weak person. Who must protect the bullied person? Who? Of course, every single individual having positive emotions, feelings, yes, must protect a bullied person. Okay. Why does physical violence features in bullying? Why is it necessary to fight against bullying? Because it's a sociological problem. It includes, it affects both an individual and the society. Okay. Okay, ChatGPT again will be helpful to us on this complex situations to complex situations. ChatGPT, will you complete the dialogue as short as possible, please? Let's see what he did. Okay. A bully usually tries to frighten and threaten a successful and weak person. Who must protect a bullied person? Everybody. Yeah. ChatGPT says everybody must protect a bullied person, a mobbed person. Why does physical violence feature in bullying? To assert power and control. Yes, because they want to show their power and how powerful they are, and they want to control the others. Why is it necessary to fight against bullying? And it is necessary to fight against bullying to ensure, or in order to ensure, safe and respectful environments. Yes, really true, an acceptable answer. Okay, now time to write something. Please write a paragraph of apology. Yes. Now these are the clues. I really advise you to write a paragraph by using those clues, evidence. Yeah. Write that first of all. Write that you are so sorry for saying you didn't have it with you when your friend Erkan wanted to take his electronic dictionary back. Yes. Okay. Write that you noticed the dictionary in your bag 10 days later. Add that you should have looked for the dictionary in the bag on the day when he wanted it back. You can write them. Write that if you had been more careful, you could have found it earlier. Finally, write that you are really sorry that you have kept his dictionary, electronic dictionary, for a long time, and that you have prevented him from using his own dictionary during that time. Tell Erkan to accept your apology for your carelessness, unawareness. Yes. So this is my original paragraph. I wrote it by myself, and then again I asked ChatGPT to edit it, to make it better. Yeah, to make it more beautiful. Okay, now let's read my paragraph. Okay, a paragraph of apology. I apologize for saying I didn't have it with me when you wanted to take your electronic dictionary back. I noticed the dictionary in my bag 10 days later. I should have looked for the dictionary in the bag on the day when you wanted it back. I apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. If I had been more careful, I could have found it earlier. I deeply regret keeping your dictionary for such a long time, which prevented you from using it during that period. Erkan, please accept my sincere apology for my carelessness and unawareness. Yes, this I really had a memory situation like this. It is not just making up. Okay. It depends on a real event. Okay. Now ChatGPT wrote this formal apology paragraph. Okay. Subject, yeah, it starts like this. Subject, formal apology for delay in returning your electronic dictionary. Dear Erkan. Okay. I would like to extend my heartfelt apology for the delay in returning your electronic dictionary. I deeply regret the inconvenience this may have caused you. Specifically, I apologize for initially stating that I did not have the dictionary with me when you requested it, wanted it back. In hindsight, yes, in hindsight, I should have thoroughly checked my bag on the day you made the request. Regrettably, I was only 10 days it was only 10 days later that I discovered the dictionary in my bag. I acknowledge that had I been more careful and attentive, I could have located it much sooner. I am truly sorry for this oversight. It goes on like this. I am also aware that my delay in returning your dictionary prevented you from using your own device during this period, which was entirely my fault, my mistake. Erkan, please accept my sincere and formal apology for my carelessness and unawareness in this matter. I understand the importance of timely and responsible actions, and I assure you that I will make every effort to prevent such occurrences in the future. Once again, I apologize for any inconvenience I have caused, and I appreciate your understanding and patience in this matter. Sincerely, Akif. Now, this is informal, very short, almost 1/3 of the formal one. Okay, informal apology paragraph. Now, hey, Erkan, yeah, it doesn't say hi, hello, or dear. Say, hey, Erkan, I am really sorry about not having your electronic dictionary when you needed it back. I only realized it was in my bag 10 days later. I should have checked my bag that day when you asked for it. I am sorry if this caused you any trouble. If I had been more careful, I would have found it sooner. I feel really bad for keeping it for so long and not letting you use it. Please forgive me for being so careless and unaware. Best, Akif. Okay, this is the end of our presentation today. So see you next time, and I wish you a good day. I wish you well-being as well.